Melissa Sue Anderson was born on September 26, 1962, in Berkeley, California, a city long associated with creativity, independence, and cultural openness. She was the younger of two daughters, raised alongside her sister Maureen, who was 12 years older and often served as a guiding presence rather than a typical sibling. This age difference created a unique bond that blended warmth, protection, and mentorship. When Melissa was 7, her family relocated to Los Angeles, a move that would quietly reshape her future. While the change opened doors professionally, it also required emotional adjustment. Later, her parents' divorce during her early teens brought further change, leading her to be raised primarily by her mother, Marian, within the Roman Catholic faith. That grounding, emphasizing reflection and responsibility, would later influence how Melissa approached both her career and personal boundaries. Discovering the camera at a young age, Melissa's path into acting began almost before she fully understood what it meant. As a small child, she appeared in commercials for brands like Mattel and Sears, experiences that introduced her to the discipline and expectations of professional sets. These early roles were less about ambition and more about comfort. She learned quickly how to listen, respond, and perform without fear. A perceptive dance teacher noticed her expressive presence and encouraged her parents to seek professional representation, a suggestion that proved pivotal. Once signed with an agent, Melissa began booking television appearances steadily, gaining confidence with each role. Her early performances revealed a quiet intensity that set her apart from many child actors of the era. Rather than exaggeration, she brought restraint, a quality that casting directors quickly recognized and valued. Early television roles and growing recognition. Before becoming a household name, Melissa built her resume through varied television roles that tested her adaptability. She appeared on The Brady Bunch as Millicent, the girl who kissed Bobby Brady, a moment that charmed audiences and made her instantly recognizable. Around the same time, she appeared on the crime drama Shaft, demonstrating her ability to move between lighthearted family television and more serious storytelling. These early roles revealed her versatility and emotional awareness, even at a young age. Unlike many child performers, Melissa seemed comfortable with silence and subtlety, allowing moments to breathe rather than forcing expression. Industry professionals began to take note of her maturity, sensing that she could handle more complex material. That impression soon led to the opportunity that would define her career and leave a lasting mark on television history. Becoming Mary Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie. In 1974, at just 11 years old, Melissa Sue Anderson was cast as Mary Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie. Based on Laura Ingalls Wilder's novels, the series demanded sincerity, emotional depth, and historical sensitivity. Melissa's portrayal of Mary, gentle yet strong-willed, resonated deeply with viewers. Over 8 seasons, she grew alongside the character, navigating adolescence under the watchful eyes of millions. Her performance never felt performative. Instead, it reflected restraint, empathy, and quiet intelligence. Mary's struggles, joys, and limitations were portrayed with dignity, earning Melissa widespread respect. Even after leaving the series following the 7th season, her impact remained so strong that she returned for special appearances. For many fans, Melissa did not merely play Mary Ingalls. She became her, embodying the emotional heart of the show, the episode that changed everything. I'll Be Waving As You Drive Away, filmed in 1974, marked a turning point for Mary Ingalls and for Melissa herself. The episode chronicles Mary's gradual loss of sight, a storyline handled with care but undeniable emotional weight. As Mary confronts fear, uncertainty, and the permanence of her condition, the camera lingers on moments of quiet realization rather than dramatic outbursts. For Melissa, portraying this transformation required complete emotional immersion. She was tasked with expressing confusion, grief, and acceptance in ways that felt truthful and restrained. The episode was widely praised for its sensitivity and realism, becoming one of the most remembered moments in the series. Yet, behind the acclaim was a young actress navigating complex emotional territory without the tools or distance adulthood often provides. The emotional cost of an acclaimed performance. Although audiences saw a composed and moving performance, filming the episode demanded repeated emotional engagement with difficult material. Multiple takes meant revisiting the same moments of loss again and again, requiring Melissa to remain emotionally present throughout long shooting days. At her age, separating personal feelings from performance was not instinctive. She later explained that the experience lingered with her, not as regret, but as something deeply felt. The empathy she had for Mary's situation made the performance feel real, sometimes uncomfortably so. While the episode earned her critical recognition and contributed to her Emmy nomination, the emotional effort behind it left a lasting impression. It became a reminder that powerful storytelling often asks something in return from those who bring it to life. Choosing not to revisit the episode. In later interviews, Melissa Sue Anderson shared that she chooses not to rewatch I'll Be Waving as You Drive Away. This decision is not rooted in dissatisfaction, but in self-awareness. Watching the episode would mean revisiting an emotionally intense chapter from her childhood, one that she prefers to leave as it is. Over time, she learned that boundaries are essential, especially when one's work is tied closely to personal experience. She has expressed pride in the episode's impact and gratitude for how it resonated with viewers, particularly those who saw their own challenges reflected on screen. Her choice reflects maturity rather than avoidance, an understanding that honoring one's past does not require reliving every moment. Sometimes, preservation means letting memories remain untouched. Recognition, awards, and career expansion. Melissa's work on Little House on the Prairie earned her a Primetime Emmy nomination in 1978, affirming her status as one of television's most capable young actresses. She went on to win an Emmy in 1979 for Which Mother Is Mine, a performance that further demonstrated her emotional range. That same period saw her starring in television films such as Survival of Dana, where she explored contemporary themes far removed from frontier life. International recognition followed, including Spain's TP de Oro Award for Best Foreign Actress. Rather than being confined by one iconic role, Melissa used her success to expand thoughtfully, selecting projects that challenged her while allowing space for growth beyond childhood fame. Life beyond the spotlight and personal priorities. As Melissa entered adulthood, her focus gradually shifted. She continued acting in television and film, including ventures into different genres, but she also began to value privacy more deeply. In 1990, she married television writer and producer Michael Sloan, forming a partnership rooted in mutual respect and shared creative understanding. Together, they chose a family-centered life, raising 2 children with an emphasis on stability and normalcy. In 2002, the family relocated to Montreal, seeking a quieter environment away from constant public attention. This move reflected Melissa's evolving priorities, placing personal well-being above career visibility. Later becoming a Canadian citizen symbolized not just relocation, but a conscious decision to shape a life defined by balance rather than exposure. Legacy of a performance that still resonates. Today, I'll Be Waving as You Drive Away remains one of the most powerful episodes in television history, remembered for its honesty and emotional restraint. For viewers, it represents courage and resilience. For Melissa Sue Anderson, it represents a moment of profound artistic commitment made at a young age. Her decision not to revisit the episode does not diminish its importance. Instead, it adds depth to its legacy. It reminds us that performances do not exist in isolation from the people who create them. Melissa's career stands as proof that strength can be quiet, boundaries can be respectful, and lasting impact does not require constant revisiting. Sometimes, the most meaningful chapters are honored simply by being remembered, not replayed.